Hello? Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. How is it going today? On this fine Monday. Hello, Cashtira Fenrir, my son. How are you today? Late. I've never been late once in my life. And you can't prove it.
Where is stretch redeem SMH?
Fuck you mean stretch redeem? If I do a stretch redeem, all y'all have to do it too.
Pain and suffering await you.
Is it disrespectful to call this that time of the month? Anyway, 2 years.
Is it disrespectful? No. Is it kind of weird? Yes. Welcome back for 2 years, Etzel Red. Ugh. If he stretches, his bones break. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hold on. Hi. No, let me know if you guys can hear this. That come through at all? I know that one didn't. How about this? You hear this? Can you hear the... Do you like that, chat? It's like my ASMR. I put you into the breaking wheel. No. So true, bestie. Please stop. You are a sick man. What do you mean? Go to stiff? Yeah.
Don't mind me, just lurking and using you as background noise while I study for the board exam.
Is that what we're doing? Okay, here, let me help you. I know exactly what to do that's gonna help you, okay?
Father, stop that.
Alright. Goal of today. Goal of today. We're farming St. Court. There are... I've not started this event at all. I've just skipped it. Presumably, we're going to be getting a new event here soon. I've kind of just been logging in and then bouncing in FGO as of late, which I shouldn't be doing, but... Wait. Why is there a Grand Saber thing? Why do my bones sound crispy? You know, I wish I had an answer for you, but I really don't. They just kind of be doing that. So we have two ways that we can go about this, fellas, for the farming. The first is... Clearing
F-Go
up rank
streamer
ups.
is streaming F-Go. Who would have thought?
I know, right? It's weirdly rare for me to be streaming FGO as of late. We can go clear through this might be the better way to do it, the way we also get buffs out of it. And then the other thing I need to do that I'm very behind on is I think I am, like, not... Yeah, hold on, let me... Yeah, part 2. Yeah, I still need to clear out Olympus, and I need to clear all these out. There's a lot of quartz I can get. I just haven't had the motivation nor the time to go through and do it. We have... The fields are ripe for the harvest. Who do you think they're going to collab with? Strange Fake for Fate Strange. Oh, who do I think the collab people are going to be? I think
Daytona.
Daytona. God, this song is so good. Who would be a good...
Flat.
Flat would make sense. I could see them adding Flat as a...
Daytona.
Flat connected to Jack. I could see them doing that. Who else? I genuinely could see them adding Pretty Hassan. I think that's a very, very possible thing that's going to happen. Wait, isn't this just for like evil? Yeah, that's fine. I want that. Want that. I want Pale Rider, but I know they're never gonna. They won't do Pale Rider. I'm with you. Pale Rider would be fucking sick. They're not gonna do Pale Rider. Lad is mute. Let me reset Goat Lad. He might just be quiet. This on his welfare is my bet. I think that the welfare is either going to end up. I think the welfare will end up being Flat. It'll be Flat Jack. I don't think they're going to add Ayaka yet. I think that Ayaka will be in like a part 2 collab that they do. Or something like that. Watcher would be cool, but I don't think we're going to do... I forgot I had this many tickets, but I don't think they're going to do Watcher. I feel like he's too much of like a wild card. Well, they, rather, are too much of a wild card. Goat Lad, are you not up to talking, buddy? Oh, I didn't update you.
Info M8 Races Temp TA Tyon.
Hold on, I need to... Okay, he should be good now. Sigma, no. I think that they would add servants, not masters. I think that we need to look at the servants first. Masters after. Where the fuck is my Romani? See, there it is. The only way we get a master is as a welfare. I agree. And I think that they would do Flat first and then Ayaka second. But man, this music is really motivating me on this step machine. Dude, the Daytona USA soundtrack has like 5 songs on it, and it's fucking awesome. Actually, hold on. I paused this actual relevant talk about FGO stuff to interrupt by saying, I interrupt this program to say, did you know, who do you think is currently, like, working on getting a Daytona USA, like, more public port. How many of you guys know about this? Like a modern day port of it? Do y'all know about this? You know who's doing that? Unless I'm horribly misunderstanding what's happening. It's Zone. And when I say Zone, I mean that Zone, I'm pretty sure is the one who's doing it. Yeah. Is, I believe, working on a Daytona USA, like, revamp. Yes, that Zone. Who? Look them up with your family in the room. I'm being, this isn't a bit, this isn't me, like, this is not a bit, this is not me, like, fucking around. If you look up, if you go to, like, Zone's Twitter, aside from, like, the copious amounts of porn, you will find a shit ton of, like, Daytona USA retweets. That they, because they're working on it. Oh, all classic Sega has great music. You're 100% correct. Listen to Outrun soundtrack? No, but you know what I am going to listen to? I'm just going to look up...
vast. Phony.
Old Sega music. Let's go. 100 Sega Genesis songs. Let's go. We're starting with Sonic 3 boss music? This is not the song I would start with.
¿Te acuerdas de los Chocobo? Esas aves tan peculiares que aparecen de manera recurrente en los juegos de Final Fantasy. Su primera aparición fue en la segunda entrega, Final Fantasy II de Nintendo, y desde entonces se han convertido en personajes muy queridos, llegando a protagonizar sus propios videojuegos. Uno de estos juegos es Chocobo Racing, lanzado por primera vez en Japón en marzo de 1999, y meses después en el
Hold on, I need to murder Tammy. It's a playlist of 100 Sega songs, and there's just a 10-minute long Chocobo Racing like segment. Tammy, shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Why is that in here? Why is this motherfucker speaking Spanish at me? I'm not even joking. I will. No, let's skip.
But yes, I can forward that can change class skills based on ascension.
Play it, you coward. I'm not doing that. How would I know if you already have Sojourn?
Went from Sonic sent a Spanish review of Final Fantasy.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it in this BGM playlist? Alright. I think that the servants that we're going to end up seeing, I think it's going to be Hassan. I think it's going to be Jack slash... Hi, Deja. Hi, Deja! Jack slash... who else? Go back to lurk. Everybody! Reply to that message. Reply to the I'm gonna go lurk message with Point and Borpgist. Point Borpgist at her. Pressure them. Pressure them really hard right now. Don't do that. Do it to that tweet, too. Yeah, I did say tweet.
I think we had this discussion 2 years ago.
Did we? About who they're gonna add from Strange Fake? I don't think we had that discussion. And if we did, I don't remember it. Jack could be like nursery rhyme. Knives flat that form. I think flat would be I think that flat would end up being the welfare. And it'd be flat with like fucking, oh my god, if they just made him like a JoJo reference where it's flat with Jack as a stand, that would actually go kind of hard. I could see that being good. So like yeah, kind of like Ryoma. Is this 8-bit Thriller? No. It's fucking 8-bit Beat It. Fucking jam. Fuck yeah, Michael, let's go. Who do you think will get buffed?
Hatsune Miku.
People were saying that they thought that it was going to be Richard. I don't know why they would buff Richard. He's not bad. Song list? Bro, I ain't got no fucking song list. If I could somehow, like, copy and... It's just top 100 songs from the Sega Genesis, except it's only 99 songs, because one of the songs is Spanish review of Final Fantasy. He's weaker than Logris and Ibuki, so equals bad in people's... I mean, you can't really loop with him is the issue. I think that's why it equals bad in his mind.
Brian woman stand, long cool woman in a black dress.
That's true. Never got around to making a fighting game music playlist. Yeah. One day I'll have time. Look, if you watching me fight... It took me like 30 minutes to get through one peg of First Emperor's fucking shit here. This pretender won't leave me alone. He's at MP5 and I just want the one copy of Super Dante's. Perish. I got spooked by Hassan of the Shining Star rolling for Alice. Why would they do this to me? You know who I want to see get a buff? Okay, low-key, it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool if the event that they do, the Strange Fake event... Ooh, here's a good prediction. The Strange Fake event is going to focus a lot on the Hassans. Given, you know, Pretty Hassan is present. If they focus a lot on her and the other Hassans, and we see buffs for the other Hassans... That would be kind of nice if we could see like it'd be nice to see Cursed get some love because he's not Cursed weird because Cursed isn't a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination. He's just a low star assassin in the friend pool, right? So he's kind of in this weird position where it's just like you can kind of make him work, but it's not worth it, and his kit is not nearly as good as...
My uncle looked pretty purple and kind of Medusa-like.
I don't know, they could buff him, I could see that. They could maybe buff Serenity. Well, Serenity's been getting buffs here and there pretty consistently, so I don't know if she really needs one as much. I would need to go back and look at her kicks. It's been a minute since I've even looked at Serenity, but I think Serenity's like not as bad. 100 Faces could use a buff more, I would say. Gramps buff? Gramps just got a buff, didn't he? It would be funny if they did. Okay, you know what would be really funny? If one of the things in her kit is that she buffs other Hassans. Or just assassins in general. She buffs assassins and then additionally buffs Hassans.
Stop praying for Grandpa. He's getting too strong.
Gramps is like top 5 assassins. I think he's maybe top 3. He might be top 3. I think his competition right now it's still Kama, who's very strong. It's Kama, it's Gensai, and it's Gramps. Gensai I feel like is a lot weirder though. She's probably a little bit harder to rate. And Izo? I mean, I have a level 100 Izo, and I love him. He is my go-to single-target assassin.
Each skill one named Hassan is Zabania.
That would be very funny. She has Zabania, Zabania, and Zabania, with the noble phantasm of Zabania. Tez, I know, is pretty good. Tez is good for... Okay, let me rephrase that. Single-target assassins. Single-target assassins is what we mean. Getting Pale Rider would be cool, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Well, okay, yes. The reason why people favor Gramps over Gensai for single-target bust, I'm pretty sure Gensai is buster, right? Is that Gramps is very much see red, click red, blow guy up. And also, if you can guarantee critical hits on your arts and quick card, you get a full bar for free. For some fucking reason. How do you put Pale Rider into the game? I mean, they've done weirder things. They could manage it. Look, if Nursery Rhyme can be a book in one Ascension, they can put Pale Rider in. I don't have a single 5-star assassin, they just don't like me. I had the opposite problem for the longest time where I would only get assassins, and then I never got... It took me, I want to say, like 4 or 5 years of playing FGO to get my first 5-star saber, and it was Mordred. In terms of raw damage, if every single power mod is on for Gensai, she is the single target assassin with the most damage on the NP. You see, the issue with judging things like that, kind of, is that you need everything to go right consistently, and you're looking at it in that exclusive vacuum. It's the same way how people will get pissy at you if you say, did you know that Caesar is the best single-target saber if all of his power mods trigger? Which is true, because Caesar just, well, I don't know if it's true anymore, but it was back in the day for a very long time. Caesar, if all of his power mods trigger, just does a fucking romillion damage. Or like how, what was it, Wu was like this best single target assassin for the longest time in terms of raw damage. But you also have to like look at what else they bring to the table. Like somebody like Kama brings a lot to the table because she has more than just damage in her kit and she can immobilize people. Gramps has incredible survivability, so he sticks around really hard. I really don't know what Gensai does that like makes her special, other than she does a lot of damage. Which isn't an indictment on her at all. I'm literally just speaking from a place of ignorance. I need to look at what she does. She's hot and people like her. I mean, that's valid. I mean, shit, that's how you should be. That's how you should be using characters. Yeah, Li Shuen is funnier because he's just like, I think you should die. Gramps is hotter, though. That is true. Gensai can guarantee strong crits every other turn. Okay. Have I done the I'm still working through the main story. And I gotta say, I've been having a great time with it. It's been nice to go back and reread it. Didn't Drake's buff like make her crazy good? So about Alco beating Gil?
Gramps is the final form of Lord Death from Solitaire.
Yes, Alco could beat Gilgamesh. And it's not even close. Look, if people want to argue with me on certain things and with that video, that's fine and all. The three of the ones I'm not going to allow people to be like, you know what you're talking about, is fucking Shiki, Arc, and Alco. All three of those are no diffs. All three of those, it's not even a question. Sure, I'm wrong about other shit. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I've seen people be like, Gilgamesh would destroy Shiki. Is like, bro, you have no idea what you're talking about. I've been called a LARPer. I've been called a tourist. I've been called a lot of mean names by people in the comment section there for shit that they don't know anything about, and I'm kind of pissed about it. And I gotta say, if you're going into my comment section for that video and you're using the term LARPer, I'm going to assume that you're 15 and on Twitter or Reddit consistently. Did I know there's a Gilgamesh? I did, because somebody went into my comment section asking that I respond to the video.
Asking Fate fans to know what they are talking about is pointless.
Yes, I know that there's a response video to my video, and I hear okay, do you want your follow-up response to it?
Sujiro has swallowed the guitar.
I'm not...
my high all-time guitar rip.
I'm... Okay, god damn it, everyone wants
I
to
know
fucking
you
talk!
Can't handle all my Yu-Gi-Oh attack.
My response to the person asking me to have a response to the video is I'm not going to do that, and for a number of reasons. The main one is I'm not going to sit and watch a video from someone whose content is like, I looked at their channel, I'm not going to say who it was. It's just, I don't know. I have literally nothing to gain from engaging with this, especially when somebody says, you should do this, because it sounds like they want me to farm content off of this person, or let them farm content off of me, and I'm not willing to engage in that. I'm not watching the video, and I'm not engaging with it. There's no point. There's literally, I get nothing out of it aside from looking like an asshole, because it makes it look like I'm punching down on a smaller channel. The only farming you do is an FGO? That is correct. Is D&D a slur now? No. Okay, LARPing... Okay. LARPing is to 2026 what calling somebody a tourist was in 2024. It's the same word, but the current generation is unable to comprehend, like, new shit. Or, like, maintaining the old. We have to go to the new. And I'll say this. I will continue to say this. I'm gonna say don't go watch the dude's video, because if there's people going into my comment section asking me to continue to do drama with somebody over something like this, it's bait. Don't do it. But if you do go do it, don't harass this person. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm not gonna say anything about them. Just if you go and watch it, just be nice to them. Don't be an asshole. You have drama? Nope. I'm not engaging with it, so I'm untouchable.
So a
Fuck
chihuahua
off.
is baiting you like knowingly.
I'm not saying any of that. I'm not going to be fucking clipped into saying any words. I wish them the best, but I will not be participating. But yeah, I've been called a lot of mean names in that comment section by people who then follow it up with the most brain-dead takes I've ever heard, which is amazing because this video is just another high-quality shitpost. Which isn't to say that it's not, like, I didn't research and, like, look into all the shit that I put out on that, but I did. I looked at, every decision was made with a conscious thought. But I don't know. My favorite one I got earlier today was something along the lines of, like, this is a prime example of why only power scalers should be doing power scaling. And all I can think about is, like, do you, like, go to college for that? Do you apply for a job with the moniker of being a power scaler? Like, who judges who is the power
scaler? Someone should do an say video to your pregnancy weight.
Someone should do a if someone does a reaction video to my pregnancy video, send that shit to me. Better yet, send it to your favorite YouTuber if they're doing a react thing, and I just want to see what they do. Don't be silly, power scalers don't have jobs. I mean... I didn't say that. Qualifications can power. So my favorite comments in that video, by the way, are just people being like, "Nuh-uh," or "Nah, Gil the strongest." I respect it. I respect that dedication. That's stupid because power scaling doesn't even work in Fate since most of the fights aren't about who's stronger. Exactly. Exactly. It's why I kind of am getting a laugh out of people being like, "You don't know what you're talking about." It's just like, I think that if you're like, Gil is just stronger than them because this, and that. I'm like, you literally don't know what you're talking about. You quite literally do not have any idea what you're talking about.
Husband, acknowledge the fact that I can beat Gil right now.
Tammy, you couldn't beat Gil if you tried. Yeah, if you want to keep pushing the Gil agenda, I respect it. That's how most fights are, no. It's not just stronger win. Well, that's the thing. You're right. It isn't just about who is stronger wins, because there's more to a fight than just strength. These people don't think like that. You're thinking too rationally. This is the mind of somebody who eats, breathes, and shits Reddit. Like, what? There's nothing. There's nothing to be gained from engaging with this.
Here is a way to beat Gil. Gun.
That's true. A really big gun. Which, I mean, one of my favorite things I saw in that is people, like, trying to come up with other people who could do it, and someone was like, Billy could probably do it. Because Billy's got that fucking shit on. And I'm like, you know what? Godspeed.
Surely the strongest man in history can easily beat a master of 10 different martial arts.
I don't know, man. Depends. What are the martial arts? Also, Gilgamesh is not the strongest man in history.
I
what?
can beat him if I had all my toe. Sensei, ironically, your video about who can beat Gil was used for my friend's assignment. He got 100% and made his professor subscribe to your channel as part of a wager.
I need you to elaborate on that. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, Drake has a buff. Drake not only has a buff, Drake has a really good buff. Can somebody put in the chat? I know one of y'all's got that shit on fucking lock. And the buff is, if I remember right, the buff is like really good. Gil is a rich, but no, okay. Again, I think that people misunderstand with that Gil video and think that I'm just shitting on Gilgamesh and think that he's weak. They see Gilgamesh can lose to X character and they think, okay, so that means Gilgamesh is weak as shit. Like, no. Gilgamesh is incredibly strong. The thing with Gilgamesh, though, is that he's got a lot of shit under the hood that makes it so he can't win everything. Void Storm plus to Uncharted Horizons cooldown and P strength up to 20%. It's now 3 turns. Attack up by 20%. NP gain by 20% for all out. That's awesome. Thing with Gilgamesh is that he's a jobber. He is a jobber. Gilgamesh would be unbeatable if he could just hide his... Gilgamesh would be unbeatable if he could lock the fuck in for like longer than 2 seconds. Ooh, it's that classic shit.
Oh, I get it now. Gilgamesh is Maharaja. He's the bar. Can Gil beetle or T like solo?
No. I think if you get to the point where you think that Gilgamesh could beat Ort, you are a lost cause. Yeah, literally nobody can solo Ort. That's the purpose. That's the point of Ort. Purpose of most types. Nah, Solomon's got it. I don't think he do. I don't think he do. I'm trying to think if there's one servant who could solo Ort right now. Let me think. In theory, the only character I can think of who could actually...
What about Void Shiki?
That's what I was about to say. The only character that I think could maybe do it...
Can Maharaja adapt to Anum Elish?
What is Maharaga? Is that a Monster Hunter? I'm looking... If this is a JJK thing, I'm banning you. Brother, I don't know shit about JJK. That show is ass and the fucking goddamn costuming is dog shit.
He used your
Why does
video
everyone
as
in
a
JJ
reference for about the differences of mythical figures. Each of your points help him show how different pantheons aren't strong or perfect and can be countered. I was laughing as he was about to fail his assignment, but 2 other professors loved it so he couldn't.
Hell yeah. I'm making people make grades. Can somebody explain to me why everyone in JJK looks fucking like they only shop at Goodwill? I have no opinions about the story of JJK, and I don't know anything about the fucking plot of it. All I know is that everyone looks like they fucking broke. Everyone dresses like they fucking got all of their drip from a fucking Goodwill. I know people like it. I'll say this, people in Japan, they don't like it. People in Japan are completely indifferent to it. They like some of the characters. They like Gojo. They think Gojo's cool. But, like, literally nobody talks about it here. Yeah, I've had that conversation with my friends before who are very into fucking JJK. I'm just like, why do they all look... They got mad at me. Like, when I was
yeah,
like...
don't agree. It's like bleach with little to no drips look hides.
Like, okay. Hold on.
Star Wars es una de mis franquicias de ficción favoritas, si no la primera. Crecí con
What
las
the
películas, los juegos y todo lo que nos rodea. Pero entre
This
los
is
fans
another
prácticamente de
Spanish
una
review of
de la
Star
historia de la saga
Wars.
que se considera como la de peor calidad.
Now you may not know this.
That's Coney. Hi, Coney. Well... Like, okay. I don't know shit about this show. I really don't. And so I'm not going to speak about the substance of the show at all.
No hablo español.
And if I'm ever talking about the plot of JJK, you know I'm lying. Because I've never watched it and I never plan to. This costuming is dog shit. This is such awful costuming. They look terrible. There's no drip. And people were like, okay.
You hear the excuses and cope that it's a school uniform.
Yes, that is exactly what everyone says. It's a school uniform. It's like, okay, one sec. Let me think. I'm about to mog these fuckers with the forbidden tech. Who here fucks with Anne Happy? Look, it's a school uniform that's dripped the fuck out and looks great. That's insane. That's crazy. The heck is Anne Happy? Fucking amazing. It's so weird, dude. Why is the girl in the middle holding bad luck? Because she has terrible luck. The plot of Anne Happy is that all of these girls have a different like curse on them, more or less. Yeah, do we just want to look at Bleach really quick? Just compare it to Bleach? We can compare it to Bleach.
Glitch, that's not hard. You could put up any anime school uniform.
Exactly!
JJK is bottom of the barrel.
Exactly! You can pull up literally any fucking anime school uniform and be like, yeah, that's better. Here's a good one. Here's Bleach. Here's the Bleach school uniforms. It looks good. It looks really good. One sec, I'm getting another one. Who fucks with Yamada and the Seven Witches?
Gotta agree. Bleach uniforms look
better.
hot as heck.
It's just a better uniform. They do it so much better. Who the fuck is wearing this shit? Monumental Crash Out? Fuck JJK costuming. I am so turned off by the entire show because everybody looks like shit. The most interesting character is a panda bear. It's like, bitch, we ain't playing Tekken. I'm trying to watch mages fight. The only other character in the entire show who I've seen who looks like he actually is wearing something interesting.
I see mountains.
Is fucking, what is this guy's name? Jogo? You have Jogo and Gojo. Great choice, by the way, for that naming convention. Absolutely brilliant. Bitch, you think you're fucking Elden Ring? You think you're Miyazaki giving everybody the same fucking name? This dude has arguably the best drip in the entire show.
Dark
And this
Gather
dude
in
looks
Mag
like
the
this
Horror
motherfucker.
too.
This motherfucker looks like he robbed a Goodwill.
Ironically, the only reason people love is THR fight scenes.
Like, this shit is ass. It's ass. Like, I have no opinion on the show itself and what they talk about, right? I don't give a fuck. I don't plan to watch it. It's not my cup of tea. But I will sit here and fight everyone who's just like, no, they look good. I'm like, bitch, what is this? Oh, it's Anne Happy. Anne Happy's fucking peak, by the way. Kirara is drippy. Who the fuck is Kirara?
Jogo's design makes the most sense as well because he's the fear of volcanoes.
Kirara also
Check
looks like she
Jogo
fucking
out the screen
shops in a
is covered
Goodwill.
in the plot.
This character has slightly better drip, but also is a fucking Goodwill robber. This is the person who asks you for $10 outside of the Goodwill, even though you just watched them walk out of it. And they're holding a bag in their hand. Nah. I'm mad. Are you sure that's a girl? I don't fucking know or care. I don't give a fuck. And if you're trying to start drama being like, oh, this is a gender thing, I don't fucking care. She's cute. No, you like her because she looks like she'd spit on you. That's why you like her. I know you. He is cute? Is it a guy? Okay, yeah, but fuck you. I know. That's a boy? Okay. Good for them. It's a trans woman. Good for them. Good for them. They wouldn't spit on anyone. They'd spit on Deja. Thoughts on the costume design of Smiling Friends? It legitimately better than fucking... I thought that was Sojiro for a sec. My ass thought that was a Shizuki Sojiro from the hit game Witch on a Holy Night. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to glaze fucking anybody in fucking Tsukihime ever.
Oh hubby, that's the improved look. They looked much worse before.
I don't want to fucking ever glaze fucking Tsukihime ever if I can avoid it, so I'm going to use Melty Blood as an example instead. Tonoshiki? Y'all know my fucking how I feel about Tonoshiki. We don't need to go into that. This is arguably the same kind of uniform that JJK fuckers are wearing, right? Monocolor, same thing. This is better. This is just better. Has the collar, it has the undershirt with it there. Simple. It's simple and it works, right? It doesn't look like it's fucking like a trash bag that's been attached to you for no fucking reason. It's like, oh yeah, no. It's 100% like that. That feels like it's the artist who does not want to draw like consistent uniforms, and so he did that instead. It's like how the Naruto artist just gave up drawing fucking Naruto's goggles because he's like, fuck this. I'm coming up with a ninja uniform, like the ninja headbands. Fuck fucking drawing this thing every single time. Shout out to anyone who knows about that shit. That's ancient knowledge. Naruto with his fuck-ass goggles. Tight Moon Design's actually trying, that's why they're better. Only Shiki actually wears the uniform the most. Well, I mean, if we're gonna go by what I think the best uniform in fucking Tight Moon is, I think it's the Hakunos. Yeah, it's the Hakunos. That shit goes hard. And okay, actually, this is another perfect example. The reason I didn't bring up Fate stuff before is because it immediately makes me look like I'm biased towards Fate shit, because obviously. But like, if we want just another monocolor uniform, this is better. This is just better. There's more to it. There's actual like little bits and designs to it. And then the girl's uniform too. Like, I like how there's the jacket that covers the skirt with the leggings like this, and has the blue bow tie that adds a little bit of color there, so it draws your eyes to that right there, right? Or like how this, he has like the collar, and they're like, oh, that's kind of interesting. You notice it's like, oh, it's almost like military-esque. It's kind of interesting why he's like that. Not realistic. Neither is trash bags. Yeah. 13 sentimental characters using Actual real black uniforms looks better. What is 13 sentimental characters? I don't know. I don't know. Also, fabric of the JJK. It looks like cheap plastic. Like, what is it? What is the plastic fabric material? That's not polyester. That's something else. That is polyester. Okay. Okay. It looks like, okay. You know, like the windbreaker.
How Persona school uniform look better?
Okay, Persona school. Okay, I need to look it up. Which Persona? I'm gonna look it up from the good Persona. Every other Persona is dog shit. I'm gonna look up the Persona 4 Persona uniform. Oh, that shit's heat. Oh, that shit's heat. I say is, don't let me rage bait you on that. I've never played a Persona game. I have played BlazBlue Cross Tag though. Persona 4 is my favorite, so I'm good. I've been told I kind of thought about getting into Persona, and I've been told to start with 5 because 5 is like the most accessible. Actual Persona fan, he never played the games. I'm not an actual Persona fan because I admitted to never playing the games. A true Persona fan lies about that shit forever.
Don't you want to hear how adults are bad for hundreds of hours?
Not really. I don't like fashion talk. It's just insults. Fashion is highly subjective. I mean, yes. Fashion is highly subjective. However, objectively, my opinions on JJK looking like dog shit are correct. Play Persona on stream now. I don't have 100 hours to dedicate to P5. I want to see. I feel like what I would do, honestly, to get through a Persona game, is I would download it on my Switch and then just play it for like throughout, like, I don't know, the next year and a half. Yeah, I play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Oh my god. I want to play that game, but I'm also just like, But would you? I would consider playing Persona.
I have degree in fashion history, so my 25K dad says I'm right.
Whatever the rage bait is successful, Chi-Chi. I like seeing new viewers come in and slowly realize that the reason my heart beats is to piss people off. It gives me so much life. Okay, you know what, Junkyard Wolf? I would play the Final Fantasy remake only after I played the actual game of Final Fantasy VII. Because I've never played OG Final Fantasy VII.
So does the Guild video gives you life?
Well, the Guild video gives me life because it was almost like a meditative thing writing that video out, because seeing people glaze a character that I know is not nearly as good as they say it is, and then also like hold him to this super high regard it's a little bit irritating. So making it and then having people agree with me is the most cathartic thing possible, because I'm just like, do not argue with this man. You will lose, and he will be giggling and kicking his feet knowing he's talking some bullshit. You're just mad because I always win against you. Sore loser alert. Play the
Play
original.
original Final Fantasy VII. Because the remake is a remake in name only.
Yeah, okay, so yes, I've heard something similar about that. That it's the games are similar in that, like, you know, they follow the same basic premise, and that it's kind of an update, but there's a lot that's different. I would like to go and check out the OG 7 because I've heard from people I trust say that the OG is better than the remake, which isn't a slight at the remakes because, I mean, shit, the person whose video game opinions I trust the most is Cam, and he was just like, yeah, no, it's good. And so I'm like, all right, it's good. It really is that simple. If Cam is just like, yeah, it's good, I'm like, all right, it must be good then. That fucker don't dedicate his time to shit unless it's good. Which is why I watched him play Flipwitch for like 30 hours. He did just sit down and play all of Flipwitch for like a weekend. Which is kind of insane. Like, alright, go for it, buddy. He 100%'d it. It was crazy. What are some of his favorite games? I think his favorite game of all time is Silent Hill 2. What is Flipwitch? It is a hentai Metroidvania. With banger music, and it's really good. Like, as an actual game, you can probably find it in an SFW version of it, but as an actual game, it's really good.
On a somewhat related note, have you played Chrono Trigger?
I played Chrono Trigger 25 years ago. Which is a crazy thing to say. So I don't remember anything about it, but I would be okay with playing it again. I'd be okay with more Armored Core as well. I just need an actual accessible one. People who made Flipwitch are making a farming game now. Ooh, I'll wishlist that. I like farming games. How old am I? Wouldn't you like to know, Fed Boy? I'll tell you what, fellas. I will do an age reveal. Because I've had an idea for how I want to reveal my age. I will do an
Chrono
age...
Trigger 25 years ago. We are all going to be dust and bones.
I will do an age reveal on my birthday this year because I know exactly how I want to reveal my age. Also, Deja saying
So
that
how
they're
come
older than
kids
me
can't
is
beat Gil
bullshit.
even though she should be comparable with Tez?
How come Cats can't, even though she's comparable to Tez? Tez has more wonky bullshit going on. And for the same reason that Tez loses to Gil, Cats loses to Gil, but she has less tech. That is effective against Gilgamesh. He starts the stream and just yells 6-7. That'd be insane. It would be insane for a couple of reasons. It would be insane for you to be hanging out with me at the age of 67. It would be insane that I would start a stream and scream that. Would you play the Xenoblade Chronicle games? Would I play them? Probably. Am I going to? Unk is 67. If I'm able to be doing karate at fucking 66 and be like vibing super hard with it, I lived a good life.
Fate is kind of a rock, paper, scissors, since skill can kill true, and true and kill Archer, but Archer is capable of killing Gil, so yeah.
You do karate? I do. Hanging out with the elderly is a good thing in many cultures. Yeah, not American culture where I'm from, though. How come JRPGs that start in happy small towns always end up going... It's just the JRPG formula. Every single JRPG kind of follows the same formula of you start off in a small village and then you go kill God. I'd say that's how about like 95% of them go. You know what game I really do want to play at some point, but again is a time sink, is I would love to go and check out what's it called? Dragon Quest 11. I love Dragon Quest. That series is one of my favorites.
Glitch is most likely a div, but without the D.
What do you mean by that? You either kill God or become God or both. Yeah. The Legend of the Dragoon starts with you finding the aftermath of the village burned to the ground. Yeah. My old teacher was literally a student to the stunt actor of Mr. Miyagi. Oh, hell yeah. The guy who's teaching me is he's an older guy who's No, Sav's dad, come back. He's an older guy who has been like teaching in this town for like the last 20 years or some shit like that. And apparently like a lot of the other like white boy teachers have gone and started learning karate with them as time has gone on, so I'm currently carrying a torch for all of them. My goal is to get a belt rank up before I have to leave next year. And then I need to seek out another dojo to join. Which game is better, FGO or MiHoYo? That's a impossible question to answer because both of them are good for different reasons. I personally enjoy the gameplay of FGO. And the story, while it can have its hit or misses, and is very, very good, and there's consistently more content with FGO. I think as an isolated story, MiHoYo takes the cake for that, but it's not comparable. They're two very, very different games, with one having a story that continues to go on and is consistently good versus one that has a story that is kind of like, you know, its own centralized thing. Is any one FGO chapter better than MiHoYo? Lost Belt 6. It's the boring answer, but it's the correct one. Lost Belt 6 is one of the best things I've read in my entire life. That's coming from someone who reads a lot. Which is better, the gacha or the visual novel? That's like comparing Mario Kart to fucking Silk Song. No. No, I understand how that can be asked, just because both of them are visual. FGO is a visual novel with gacha mechanics and gameplay, but it's a visual novel first and foremost, which is why I think it has so much staying power, is because FGO is able to put aside other things in just favor of the story, and I think that's why I like it better than something like, I don't know, fucking Genshin, or even like something more modern like Enfield. Is like, I can just sit down and read, which I'd be doing anyway, and now I can read and also play a game as well with it, and it's just fun, right? Lost Belt 6 is overrated. That's bait. Which is better, MiHoYo or Piece of a Blue Glass Moon? I didn't read Piece of a Blue Glass Moon. Blue Glass Moon. But Witch on a Holy Night is, I would argue, the second best thing that Nasu has written. Come back to OG Arknights and read? No. You can't make me. If they want to pay me to do it, I'll do it, but I've really cut back on a lot of the other gacha games. I read both. Mihoyo is better. I like the idea of Mihoyo a lot better, right? I think the characters in Mihoyo are significantly more likable than the characters in Tsukihime. The problem with Tsukihime is that the main character sucks dick. Meanwhile, in Mihoyo, every single character is likable. So it's just like, you know, Arkerwood's not that bad. I'm not saying Arkerwood is bad. Arkerwood's cool. Arkerwood's cool. CL's she's cool too. It's Shiki. Shiki sucks. I hate Shiki. Literally poorly. He's just badly written. Badly written and badly handled. Meanwhile, the entire cast of Mihoyo is just incredibly likable. Even people who are like kind of douches are likable because you're like, all right, whatever, fuck it. If you read the Mihoyo collab, go read actual Mihoyo because it's more like that. It's more of that kind of humor in writing. Also, possibly controversial. I way prefer Koyama's art over Takeuchi's. I just love how Koyama blends colors together to make everything look soft. You know what I mean? Everything that Koyama touches looks either soft or squishy in the best way possible. Like all of the characters have like a velvety look to them, which is so nice. Koyama's the goated. I have no bias. Mihoyo Okara no Kyokai. I like Mihoyo better, but K&K is very good. My thing with K&K is that it's way heavier than I like for the kind of media I consume willingly. It plays with a lot of very heavy themes in K&K, but I don't know. I have a much larger preference towards like the more slice of lifey nature of Mihoyo. You know what I mean? The problem with K&K is it's hard to find. Yeah, that's fair. Mind you, I watched K&K years ago, so you know. Did I watch Strange Fake? All of it. It was fantastic. In fact, next week, I need to write it up, but next week I plan on doing like a retrospective on Strange Fake and just talking about it and then doing it for content. What is K&K? K&K is Kara no Kyokai. It's where Ryogi Shiki comes from and what's her name? Fujino. When is the id retrospective? As soon as I start reading it and finish it, which I've not done. I like mystery, so I like K&K except for the movie 3. I skipped it on rewatch because of the... Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. It's the token thing in every Nasu work. You can't have a Nasu work without fucking weird rape shit. Why? I don't know. This the author's barely disguised fetish. We need to put this into everything. It's what you guys want, right? You want to see more of that, right? No? Nasu, please. It detracts from literally every single thing that you write when you do that. It literally makes everything that you write worse and doesn't add anything to the plot. You're just driving people away. It makes my penis hard. I need you to put that in there. It makes my mushroom. Makes me mushroom grow. Like, no, dude. Is there one in... No, I don't believe there is in fucking Mahoyo. Unless I fucking missed something. Yeah, it's that it was 100% like a thing that he would do. Which is so funny because it's... You see that part of him go away as he becomes a fucking adult. Because there's so much of it in fucking Tsukihime. There's a good chunk of it in fucking K&K, and then there's some mentions of it in fucking like Stay Night. And then like as he's progressed and made new things, he just kind of like stopped it. Probably because he was no longer small indie doujin guy, and he had actual people being like, "Hey man, put that fucking shit away." FGO, there's, I don't know if there, I think that there's some mentions of it in FGO. They don't shy away from it because, you know, history does shit like that. I mean, fucking Bogart in fucking Lost Belt 6 attempts to rape MASH. Doesn't go his way, but it's an active attempt. Yeah, Boudica exists as well, and there's no denying how she feels about that. Summery Pookie Valentines. Yeah, some servants are kind of weird about shit like that too. Yeah, Canis is pretty I don't think they ever explicitly used the words for it, but like they don't shy away from it. Mind you, the thing with that, though, is that it's just, like, for a lot of these characters, it's literally in history. He's matured. You don't gotta talk shit on him for his past. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Because if you say I cannot criticize an author for things that he wrote in the past because the things he's writing now are better, I feel like we're losing the plot entirely. Especially when those are key aspects in a lot of his works that people consider to be fucking magnum opus level garbage. Kind of want to invent Avenger Boudica? Bro, we've been calling for Avenger Boudica since year 1 and it ain't happened. Alright, we got a Bob Ding. Next up. Oh, they blue ball it for us all the time. No, OC2 would have been a good opportunity for it, and there was chances for it, but you know. You know what? If you're about to start reading Tsukihime, I hope you enjoy it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this is just me being weird or like douchey or pretentious. I hope that people can read something like Tsukihime and get more out of it than I did. Because my opinion on the subject is not the end-all be-all, and it shouldn't affect your opinion on it. Go and experience stuff like that yourself, and then form your opinion on your own. And hell, if you think I'm wrong, you feel free after you do that to come in here and be like, dude, you're a fucking moron. I will not be offended. I will not. Go out and experience the shit yourself. Crazy take to tell people to think for themselves. In the age where everybody forms their opinion based on what their favorite fucking YouTuber tells them, it is somewhat of a crazy take, yes. Oh, read it so I can get the credentials to trash talk it in my own terms. That's exactly what I did with the fucking Fate Stay Night visual novel. I read it with an open mind, got new appreciation for some of these characters, and I'm still not willing to put it above like a fucking like 5 out of 10. Are scenes like that in any of the extra ones? I'm not as familiar with extra as the thing. Is there anything like that in fucking extra? I don't want to talk about it. How about that? I mean, that's one of my favorite Monty Python bits is in Life of Brian. Fucking Brian is before a massive crowd of people who are worshiping him, and he's just like, "Stop following me! Like, you stop following me and form your own opinions. You are all individuals." And then literally everybody in the crowd goes, "Yes, we are all individuals," except for one little dude who goes, "I'm not." Perfect. Those guys are so fucking smart. The last thing I'll say on this, but it wasn't just a fetish thing, it was also a crutch that he used on his writing a lot because it made for an easy, sad backstory for a woman rather than having to actually think of something. Yeah, yes, I've called that out as well. I've called, as part of the reason I don't like Sakura, is why I really don't like Sakura in fucking Stay Night is because she isn't a character. And I've talked about that before. Sakura is not a character. Sakura is a fucking foil. She is the amalgamation and, like, how do I want to put this? Sakura exists as, like, the trauma vacuum for the story, for an easy character for you to be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry that all happened to you." And then you feel bad for her, but then they don't do anything with her. It's why I think the Heaven's Feel movies are kind of like whatever. They're beautiful movies, but like, I'm not against traumatic characters, just prefer them to deal with it better. Yeah, okay. If you want to know, okay, here's the thing. First of all, Death Wawa 1, thank you for the follow. Welcome, hope that you enjoy your stay. Second of all, they do the concept of Sakura better in FGO with Castoria and Lost Belt 6. It's the same basic character type, right? Trauma vacuum character. This person literally never once had a happy moment in her entire life and was tortured. Every waking moment was put through the ringer and everyone fucking hates her. And she hates the fact that she's alive and hates the fact that she's doing this shit. But she's still doing it, and she still perseveres regardless, because it's what she thinks she has to do. And they give it purpose, they give it meaning, they give the backstory and actual clarity. It makes sense. There's no convoluted bullshit like, oh, she's actually like a fucking twin of fucking this other girl. Like, whoa. I mean, I believe that that's the thing. She meets us in the fucking forest because she literally tried to go and like wipe her memories by walking into the forest that wipes your memories and didn't work. Wasted 180 St. Quartz on Alco and didn't get shit. I'm so sorry. It happens to the best of us. All right, I'm gonna get a water really quick because my throat from yelling is hurting. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I think that one of the funniest things that has come out of Fate as a series is that they invented this thing called the Sakura 5, which has a bunch of different characters that share the same face as a character in the original Fate series, and all of them are better characters than fucking the original character. And then they expand upon it even more by introducing other characters that are in the series that also share her face, like Kama. Or, yeah, you know, I'm just going with Kama. Kama's a peak example. Kama is a significantly better character than Sakura. And then, like, fucking BB. BB is the better Sakura than fucking Sakura is. I'm a new player and I'm kind of addicted to the gacha. I should have just saved for Oberon. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry. If you're new, you'll get plenty of Saint Course. You got a lot of shit to go through. You'll be alright. Ilya's a better character than Sakura in Fate Stay Night because she actually has a story to her. Also a tragic one, but like it's like, I don't know, it's more relatable. I've never read Death Note. I have no opinions on it. I just know the scene where the guy's eating a potato chip and then somebody removed the audio from it.
Kids, this is your monthly announcement. Watch Monty Python and get your goddamn education.
Go watch Monty Python, The Meaning of Life, and watch people in office buildings fire fax machines and printers at each other like pirates and try and sink each other. It's the most over-the-top, bizarre shit, and I love it. Sakura in the Abridged series was more memorable than OG Sakura, and she had like 6 lines. That's perfect. Like, I don't know. It's weird for me to be shitting on Stay Night for all the stuff that I don't know. I've obviously said I'm not like the biggest fan. I'm very neutral on Stay Night. But, I mean, I don't know. The lead characters, for the most part, are okay. Like, Rin's good, Artoria's good. It's just Sakura. It's just, like, what they do with Sakura is just, like, why? Why is this what we're doing? Sakura is still a better character than Saber in the anime adaptation of UFO Table because Saber has the personality of a dog. I understand what you're saying, I just don't agree. They also never did Saber's route? Sure they did. Go watch it. I do wonder if they would ever redo the Fate route with Saber. I'd imagine that they would update it. I imagine that I could see them updating it. Dean Stay Night combines all of the routes. I never finished the Dean Stay Night because I was just like, oof.
I wanna see the origin scene in Saber's POV.
No, the fuck you don't. Where would I like it to take place? Australia. I want to see an Australian Fate series. I want to see an Australian Fate series where the guys down under don't actually summon servants, but they think they do, and just start killing each other with, like, guns. Only one of them's a real mage who manages to summon a guy, and then they all have to band together. You know what I'm describing? I'm describing the Seven Samurai, except it's in Australia and with a bunch of fucking bogans. I'd watch that. I'd watch the shit out of that. It's just Ashes Day? I have no idea what that is. It's cricket. Mordred is one of, if not my favorite Fate character. People can say whatever the fuck they want about Apocrypha, the anime, right?
Australian Fate series. So which servant will die to the outback wilderness?
Sanson, I think that you can say whatever you want about Apocrypha. I would love to go back and rewatch Apocrypha again. We kind of did that already, but we'd probably have to restart again because that was years ago. No, I mean, I remember watching Apocrypha and really liking it way back in the day. My only problem with Apocrypha is I didn't like the main character. Like, Sieg is very kind of just like flat in one note. So like you get pretty much everything you can out of Sieg, and then you're like, all right, oh well. But I mean, everybody else around him is interesting, and it's kind of nice that they don't necessarily linger on Sieg for that long until the very end. But then by the very end, it's mostly just like the actual plot of it doesn't matter as much because you just want to like watch the fights, and then you get a nice a nice wrap up on that with the characters that are there present for it, which is cool. Sieg might be the worst Fate main character, but not because he's necessarily a bad character, but just because he doesn't a bad or unlikable character. It's just he's just boring. Sieg is just kind of bland, which is unfortunate. I think that's fair. How does one fumble an anime with Achilles' card? Well, that's the thing, is they didn't fumble that. I will fight tooth and nail to say that they did not fumble that. It's just the main character is kind of lacking. Everything else around him is cool. Like the fights, like the final fight scenes that you get between like Achilles and Chiron, for instance, are fucking amazing. Even Karna versus Sieg is a good fight, or like Karna versus like Joan and Sieg is good. And the main villain, yeah, I don't like him very much either. But
would you prefer it if Kyrie is the main character?
I don't know. I can't say if I would, because the thing is like being the main character means that the spotlight is very focused on you all the time. I think that Kyrie could pull that off because Kyrie's a very interesting character and he has a lot going on, right?
I feel as if bland can be done really good in a character. Look at the Hakunos.
Well, okay, I'm going to counter that. The Hakunos on their surface are bland, much in the same way that the main character in FGO is meant to be bland, because you're supposed to be able to project onto them to a degree. However, as time has gone on, like, they've developed their own personalities that make them unique and interesting. Like, the actual games of... the actual, extra games and Extella games do a lot to characterize those characters that I would not call them bland. Like, if anything, they're really goofy. Those are very goofy characters. I want to see them do more with actually characterizing the main characters in FGO, which, I mean, it does that. I love that they've been asking for people to... I love that they've been asking Lasagna to actually, like, make the characters in the game their own characters, and then when they do it, people are like, not like that. It's one of my favorites. I've not read Hollow Outer Axion, no. Why would Nobunaga win against Gilgamesh? Home field advantage. I think people underestimate in Fate how strong a Fame buff actually is. And yes, she has the anti-divinity thing is like a whole other thing as well. And that is applicable outside of gameplay. All of the shit that's referential to characters in game is also referential elsewhere. It's just the home field advantage gives her too much of an advantage. Not to mention that as she is a conqueror, she probably has some way to deal with insane amounts of the insane treasures that are being thrown at her. Mind you, it's still a conditional on that, so I mean it's open to, that one's very open to debate. Doesn't it apply to any other servant? It does, but it depends on how relevant that fame bonus actually is.
What is the strongest servant you think Herc summoned in Greece could beat?
We have a precedent set already for Nobunaga being nearly invincible in Japan because of Fate Redline, so I'm willing to call that one specific instance out versus others that may exist. I don't want to invent fame bonuses and how strong they are because they're kind of touchy. But something like somebody like Nobu, we have a precedent already for her. Strongest servant that I think Herc summoned in Greece could be nobody. You don't win. You do not win that. you lose. You lose that. There's a reason why you can't summon Herc in Greece. He just wins. Stop dying? I wish I could. As much as Apocrypha sucks, it is there. In there, it is shown how scary Vlad is when he's in Romania. Exactly. The dude is functionally invincible. I know, Malky, I know it's all of Europe, but I'd imagine that that's even amplified further if he's in Greece.
That's the thing, Fate fights are like puzzles, you can't brute force and every little detail matters.
Right. It's all about who's able to bullshit their rock, paper, scissors hand harder. It's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, but with a million other options. And I think that's beautiful. I want to see Herc with Marmiados. You know what I want to see? I want to see fucking... I want to see Hippolyta in more than one episode of Strange Fake. And I'm really sad that she just kind of shows up once and then vanishes. But I gotta say, I'm a big fan of all of the fan art I've seen of fucking Mysterious Heroine X, eyeing her up because her hairstyle, Hippolyta's hairstyle is just the Saber hairstyle. There's so much art of fucking MHXX just like looking at her like, you, what kind of weapon you got there? Strongest version of Herc versus Space Airish who went Space Airish. It's not a competition. It's a galaxy.
Hippolyta appeared, or farmed and was never seen again.
Look, you can be the angriest person on the planet until the galaxy destroys the planet, and then you're not angry. You have nowhere to be angry anymore.
We still don't know who Hippolyta's master is.
It's me. It would be kind of interesting if for the collab we got Hippolyta. She would actually be a pretty safe bet because she's such an unknown factor and it could build hype for what comes next. Yeah, Servant versus Goofy, I think people underestimate. Everybody knows there's not a single noble phantasm that can destroy the Earth. You're right. You're right. I forgot the anti-planet noble phantasms don't exist. I forgot that it's explicitly
How can
mentioned that
MHX
certain
is
ones
not
can
on the
destroy the
list
planet.
with MHXX? Aren't they the same?
No. MHX is like the Bulbasaur to MHXX's Venusaur. They don't work on the Earth, they can only destroy layers. Remember the Fate Go plot? I don't actually. Just wait until MHXXX. You can read about MHXXX at Dojin Rider Studio Tiamat. There are layers to this, literally. MHXXX is Mega Venusaur. Yeah, let's go with that. Did you see the Yeah, I did. Of course I did. Who do you think I am? Hot MILF. We be reading about
How
Hot
would a
MILF.
war where all the servants are at max fame bonus go?
Badly. It's a Holy Grail war in Greece with all the Argonauts. We need a servant versus Balvon Sheath. Honestly, oh, I don't. It'll have been 2 years. Next summer, we may see. We need a new Halloween gag character now that the Liz shit's over. Who's gonna be the replacement Halloween jokester? And why is it Balvon Sheath? You thought Liz at the End was the end? You know what? You're right. You're actually so right. I pray it Sith just to see... Well, I think that... I think the most likely candidate, honestly, is somebody like Kiyohime. I think they could do Kiyohime's. How many final Honojis do we have? Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is that they actually did a confirmation by having, in the most recent Liz event, they destroyed the Halloween Tower. Like, that was the whole, plot of the event, is they got rid of the Halloween Tower. So we are now open to a fresh start. Please no Kiyohime sucks. Kiyohime is the most grailed 3-star servant. Did you know that? Did you know that Kiyohime is the singular most grailed 3-star servant? You know what?
Next event, you think the tower is any significant at all? It has always been Mio Elizabeth.
It is 11:30 at night. Yeah, and I don't understand why. She's cute. I'm just curious. What is on Rate Up right now? There is a Morgan Rate Up. There's a comma right up. Why is there... Ugh! Ow. Why is there a comma right up?
Watch the Halloween tower will come back with damn bandit on saying it's fixed. It will probably be Halloween Kyohan.
Have you tried Pokopia or played anything else on the Switch recently? I have done. I've not tried Pokopia. I'm kind of interested, but I don't know if I would play that much of it. What's up? You joined right as we're about to leave. I don't know if I'd play
Hear
Pokopia.
me out, should I feel?
For the Switch, I've been playing a lot of the more classic games. I played all of the original Paper Mario, and that was fantastic. I played through... I did Kirby's Dream Course with Cam 2 weeks ago, and that was really good. And then I've been slowly making my way through Reddit, Pokemon Green, Pokemon Leaf Green. It's been good. Who is Cam? Cam is a friend of mine. He's on the streams on Saturdays. Actually, let me see. Let me see if I actually have this command. I do. There you go. You can check out his stuff if he ever streams again. I've been trying to get him to stream for a long time. Again, he does stream sometimes. He played like all of Crow Country on stream. Yeah, fucking Cam is incredibly chill and has 100% correct video game opinions. If Cam tells me that I'm being stupid about something with a video game, he's probably correct. That dude is built different. It's Deja's husband. Hunter's thinking that Soccer and Kotomine tried to making it up. Who is that? Deja is being Demure, who shows up in chat sometimes. One of the mods. Well, didn't get shit from that. The comma avoiding me thing seems to have continued into the modern day. You maybe remember the Deadlock Racism stream I managed to tune in on. That's true. That's fine. Fellas, my throat is starting to go out. Tomorrow will be Elden Ring, and then we'll do more Fate stuff the next day after that. So be there for that. For now, I'm going to peace on out. You guys have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Big love. A good night. Good night.
Sir, check sub chat. Isaac.
No.
Nanome in manners. Hu Yanzhou. Wife.
Also, Autumn Deluge, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay.